Hi everyone, my name is Varsha and I hope you all are doing well, and I'm back again with another video where I am going to talk about this book, Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe. Now this one is based on this concept of time traveling and it has used this concept very interestingly. So I found it very interesting and fresh. So it's about this cafe where you can go if you want to travel back in time or travel to the future. So both the possibilities are there, but there are certain rules. So there are rules, there are also limitations that makes the whole story very interesting. And there are 4 stories in this book that use this concept of time traveling. So you just have to visit the cafe and then there is this person who will pour you coffee, and that's how you travel back or travel to the future. But there are rules, as I said, and the most important rule out of all the rules is that you have to drink the coffee before it gets cold, and hence the title, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So if you are not able to drink the coffee before it gets cold, you will stuck, or in other words, you will die and become a spirit and will be there in the cafe. So there is this lady in the cafe in the white dress who sits on the chair that allows you to travel back in time, and she is there from the time she could not return back to the journey she made in the past. And since then she is sitting there sipping coffee, reading novels, and she has been there because she could not return, as I said. So 4 stories are there. The first one is about the friends, 2 friends, and then one of the friend raises the daughter of the other friend because he died in an accident, and now the girl is she is old enough to get married, and the guy is he's afraid that the girl might find out at the time of registry of her marriage that he is not her biological father, and he is afraid that she will abandon him, or she will think that he has betrayed her. So that's why he does this time travel back in time to meet the biological father or his friend. And this whole story was really good. Then the second story is about the son and mother. The mother has died, the son did not visit her during during her last time or at the funeral, and he is very anxious about it. And he is anxious in his life, he is going through a lot of things, but this particular thing about not meeting her mother during her last time, makes him very very sad and guilty. So he feels the guilt and he wants to go back in time to see the mother and tell her the reason why he was not able to come to the funeral or to meet her. The third story is about this guy who wants to travel to the future to meet this girl he is about to marry. And there are interesting things about traveling. As the rule says that you can travel back in time, and you can make sure that you meet the person you want to meet, because that has already happened. You cannot change the reality that has already happened, you cannot make any alteration to that. So if you know that that person has visited this cafe at that particular time, you can go back at that time and meet that person, but you cannot be sure about that when you are traveling to the future, because there can be innumerous possibility of them not visiting, or if something has happened to that person or they move to somewhere else. So there can be so many possibilities that they will never visit the cafe. And even if you make sure, you make all the calculations and you make arrangements that the person visit the cafe, there can still be circumstances when like traffic or something that can come up that will either delay them visiting the cafe, the time they reach the cafe, or them not being able to visit the cafe at all. And you have only the time before until the coffee gets cold. So you cannot be sure of meeting the person in the future, but he takes the risk to visit in the future to meet this girl. What was the reason? You read the book, you read the story, and And then the fourth one, the last one, is about this guy who is a detective who wants to go back in time to meet his wife to give her the present he has bought. Now you will ask, why is he not giving her the present? Why is he not giving that gift to her wife in the present? Again, you read the book to find that out, because that will be a spoiler. I don't want to spoil it. But the interesting thing about the last story is that this detective, he researched why people want to go back in time when they just cannot alter anything. And still they want to use that one chance to go back in time. What is it that makes them to go back in time? And he realizes that there is this grief in all these people that makes them to visit, to go back in time to meet the person, so that they get that closure. They are going back in the past to meet those people that will help them with the closure to accept what has happened, and relieve them from this grief. And that's why he is also visiting. But that's not the whole story, and you read the book to find out what actually happened with him and his wife. So that those are the four stories, and I liked the last two uh, really. Like, I liked the last two more than the out of all the four stories. The second one also, it was also good. The son and the mother story. The whole conversation was very wholesome, and yeah, I liked reading this book. It's a quick read, very easy to read. It's mostly dialogue between two people, so you can just read it in one go. If you want to read it one go, you will be able to finish the book in 4 or 4.5 hours. Or if you do not want to read it in one go, you can finish it in one day also. So as I said, quick read, easy to read, easy language. So I enjoyed reading it. And I will not say that I really loved this book, but I will also not say that I disliked it. So if I had to rate it on a scale of 5, I will say this is a 3.5. And this is again a this is a whole series of book. So there is one more book with the same title but with a different color of the cover. This one is a yellow, the other one is in greenish blue color. And then there are two more titles. Those are different titles, but they are from the same series. I guess they have different concept, because one of the book's title is Before the Memory Fades Away, and then there is the fourth one. So I have only this one from the four series, the series of these four books. And I don't think I will be buying the other titles for now. I might or might not buy them in the future, but for now I am not going to buy. I'm not going to read the other titles from this series. So that was the video. And if you have read these books, like any book from this series, comment down what you liked about these books, or what you did not like, anything about these books. I would love to read the comments. And yeah, that was the video. If you enjoyed watching the video, if you watched the video till end, thank you very much. And I hope that you keep watching the video. So please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, bye.